Once upon a time, there was a witch. Hold on, that sounds like a scary way to open up the play, doesn't it?
Sounds good to me.
How about this? Once upon a time, there was a witch and a queen, two sisters who were as opposite as opposites could be. Francine was the older of the two. She was blithe and merry and won the hearts of all who knew her.
She's so blithe and merry.
The other was Beulah, and she was, well, the opposite of her sister almost every single possible way. While her sister was blithe and merry and cheerful, Beulah was stubborn and morose and had no company for her own misery. And that is why, when young Prince Mal came courting, seeking a bride, and had to choose between Beulah and Francine, it wasn't really a difficult choice. The prince chose the merrier, livelier, and blither sister. Francine and her husband ruled the kingdom happily. And Beulah became jealous of their happiness and became a master of dark arcane magic and became the most powerful prince of the whole realm, if not the entire world. She took for her servants forest trolls, and she nursed her hatred until it grew into a quickening fire, and she vowed revenge against her sister Francine. And 2 years later, Queen Francine gave birth to a baby girl named Rose, and it was then that Beulah saw her opportunity. You see, Beulah gave baby Rose a gift, not a stroller, not a car seat, nothing like that. What Beulah gave her was a curse.
It was a doozy.
And it went something like this.
Today is born a child. Rose is her name. Like a weed she will be, rampant, stubborn, and wild. She will be a tempest, a storm, a Jove. I swear she will despair of ever finding her heart's true love. This curse is my gift, so dearly bought. A rose is but a flower, or so you thought. For on this, the day she is born, a rose, by any other name, shall be a thorn.
It worked. The curse, I mean. It was a doozy. 9 years passed, the witch Beulah has gone witchier, the Queen Francine has gone livelier, and Princess Rose has grown up and gone, well, you'll see how she turned out.
I'm Beulah the pretty, Beulah the fine. Beulah, my darling, you're simply divine. I'm wicked and I'm bad, and someday I'll be queen of all the land. I'll be carried on a bed wherever I go, like that Egyptian queen. What's her face? And I'll be loved by no one and despised by all, because I'm Beulah the wicked, Beulah the fine. Darling, why don't you come up and see me sometime?
That was inspiring.
Hey, who are you? You're not supposed to be here. This is my hidden lair.
I'm the narrator. I'm supposed to be narrating this nice little fairy tale.
Not on my stage, you aren't. What's with all the ridiculous clothes and all the nicey-nice? What are you, some Sesame Street refugee? Scram before I turn you into something unpleasant like a booger.
These nice people came here to see a nice, wholesome, entertaining play.
Not on my watch. Boys?
But I have a contract.
Not anymore, you don't. Would you mind showing the kind lady out?
Let go of me! Get your filthy hands off me, you stupid troll! What am I doing here?
That's better. Can you believe the nerve of some people? Just waltzing into someone's home like they own the joint.
Tasty morsel.
A tasty treat.
She tasted like chicken.
You ate the narrator? Good for you. Wait, who's going to tell my side of the story? Make me look good. You.
Me?
Yes, you. Get up here.
No thanks. I don't want to be a narrator. I saw what you did in the first one.
Get up here before I turn you into a lobster and broil you for supper. Here's your script. Read.
Gnarl, flarl, blarl. I can't understand a single word of this. Thanks. So after the trolls ate the first narrator, the second narrator said, Beulah prided herself on being the meanest person, witch, in the whole kingdom, if not the whole world.
Come here, my little dumplings. Gather round. It's time to see who is the meanest person in all the land. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the foulest witch of all?
That's not how it goes.
What was that? Strike that. Let me start over. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the foulest witch of all? Whose hair curls like wisps of smoke, whose breath is like death's dark cloak, whose nails are like talons to draw blood by the gallons, whose skin is like leather, yet who flies like a feather, who strikes fear in every heart, who's devilish, fiendish, and diabolically smart, who will triumph over her twin sister Francine, to one day be the undisputed Queen of Mead.
I don't think it's working.
Maybe the Sally's up again.
Satellite? We don't have a satellite, you missing link. As I said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the foul switch of all, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Who will triumph over her twin sister Francine, to one day be the undisputed Queen of Mean?
Witchy face. Trolls. What's happening, Witchy Wawa? Bad hair day or what?
Thank you, Mir.
Hey, you got a cup of joe? Got anything witchy and delishy brewing in your Mr. Coffee?
You're late. Let's get started, shall we? Who is the foulest of all?
Oh, hands down. Absolutely no question about it. Drum roll, please. The undisputed, heavyweight, bad apple of this entire kingdom and civilized world is not you. Not anymore.
What?
Now, don't take it out of me. I had nothing to do with it. Just my favorite bad apple of a bunch girl. Outrageous!
It's not your sister Francine, is it?
Queen Francine, she makes Darth Vader look like Mary Poppins.
Mommy!
Who is more fouler, more foulest, most fouler than me, than I? Tell me.
Now, you know I can't give you names. It's against the rules. Remember, 7 years of bad luck.
I'll take my chances.
Okay. It's your niece, the Princess Rose.
Last time I checked, she was a baby.
Baby? We're afraid of babies. They're horrible and mean. They spit on you.
And drool.
Wait.
So do we.
She was a baby. She's all grown up now.
Impossible. Unthinkable. This I've got to see. Mir, show me the castle. Eye of newt and quart of frog, black as soot and hair of dog. By my littlest magical bone, show me the castle throne.
Look at her. So sweet. Reading. She's a doll.
As sweet as a cupcake, reading her book like that.
Princess? Yes? Your lunch, Princess? Lunch? Are you kidding me? I haven't even finished breakfast yet. Which, by the way, was cold. How many times have I told you that daughter I cook for? I don't like eggs or toast unless they're hot. Hot. Then what would your rolls like for breakfast? I'd like cake for once, maybe some ice cream. Or a nice thick juicy steak with fries. But one thing is certain, I don't like lunch before breakfast. And if you ever come in here again without knocking, ringing a bell, or coming for my greatness, I'll be fired!
She's good.
The Princess Rose was, in fact, a bit spoiled. Make that really spoiled. Some would even go as far as say that she was a brat. Do you know what everyone called her behind her back? They called her the Royal Pain. And was she ever? Every time her parents told her to do one thing, she did the opposite. She yelled at everyone if she was in a bad mood and screamed at people if she was in a good mood. Royal Pain, eh? I'll give you a Royal Pain. You stupid narrator. You're just jealous because I'm a princess. And you'll be narrating someone else's story for the rest of your pathetic life. Maybe I'll have my father tie your ears together, or have you hung by your feet until the blood rushes to your head. And while we're at it, get off my stage. Remember that curse Beetle gave Rose in the first scene?
It worked.
Of course it worked. It was one of my very finest. Thank you very much.
Rose has been considered the royal pain ever since. So now we have come to the part of the story that's about the princess and how she was to be married. It is the day before the Princess Rose's 21st birthday when she comes of age. When she comes of age and finally becomes queen, her parents, the king and queen, will finally be able to retire to that condo in Florida. But there was just one teensy little problem. The law of the land states that Rose must be married by her coming of age.
Huh?
To be queen, Rose must be married. If Princess Rose is not married, then the throne descends to the next most available royal person, namely.
Moi, And who in this realm, in this universe, would marry someone as nasty?
Nastier?
Than yours truly. And that means I, Beulah the Wicked, Beulah the Fine, am getting the throne. It will finally be mine.
If Princess Rose isn't married before tomorrow, then Beulah becomes queen. But finding the right suitor, well, let's face it, finding any suitor might be next to impossible. From all over the land and from beyond came a host of suitors hoping to win the hand of Princess Rose. Near the castle, a small group met to plan their wooing strategy.
One was Jonathan, an assistant shepherd, and his two friends, Murray, a retired wizard, and their companion, Queso. Jonathan was nice and kind, but being an assistant shepherd didn't require him to be much smarter than a pile of rocks.
Remember, be charming.
Right, charming. Don't talk too much. Smile a lot. Laugh jokes, if she makes any.
I thought I'd start with something a little different, to shake things up a bit.
Feelings, nothing more than
No, not that one.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you you're my hero? That you're the one
No. I'm afraid singing won't do. Truth be told, it never works.
Jonathan, relax. Be yourself.
We'll wait here just outside the castle walls for your return.
And that's just what they did. Meanwhile, a whole group of suitors was waiting for their turn to capture the heart of Princess Rose. No easy task, I assure you.
You want the princess?
Of course, see that old guy asleep in the chair? That's the king. I hear he's extremely rich.
I heard that by tomorrow, if the princess isn't married, that she can't become queen. By the way, what are your numbers?
1,189? You guys really think it's possible to slept with 1,000 multiple young men?
Nah, don't be ridiculous. No one's that hard to read off, are they?
You're crazy! I'm telling you, someone stop her! She's got a sword out!
Princey, here, boy, here, Princey boy.
You're crazy! You're nuts!
What's wrong? What's Princess so afraid of? Not this teeny weeny itsy bitsy sword, is he?
I think she nicked me! You want me to marry that? That demented? That twisted?
Don't try flattering me, sweet thing.
Now, Rose, dear, put the sword down.
Now get out of here before I show you how dangerous I am with this deadly weapon.
Ah!
Another one bites us. Send in the next victim.
As I understand it, earlier today, 3 dozen students fled the castle, vowing to join a monastery in the distant Himalayas. True? Students fighting for our lives. I hope you're quite finished.
I still hope to get rid of one meddling advisor.
Well, I'll tell you something, Miss Saxpence. This advisor gets paid for meddling, and she is about to kowtow to some spoiled, brought into the court, royal pain.
Wanna bet?
You are being married in less than 24 hours. It's no wonder why your parents are having trouble marrying off the likes of you.
How dare you? No one marries someone else off. When I marry, it'll be two. I choose. And when I choose, and it won't be for any political expediency. Acting, work me, or a puffed up, alligator twit can make me. I'd rather live in the Forbidden Forest than live here, and live a lie, like you all do.
And where do you think you're going?
To my room. If you need me, I'll be available.
Is she gone?
She's gone.
Wow, she's the most beautiful, most intelligent, and just about the cutest princess with the best fashion I've ever seen.
Are you insane?
Maybe, but I think I'm in love. Off to the nearest tavern. Let's be thankful we avoided a lifetime commitment to that thing.
Here, here.
The throne is so close I can almost taste it.
Bet it won't taste as good as that narrator.
It's not enough that no one will marry her, but the Princess Rose must disappear for good. Just on the outside chance that that lame brain Jonathan will marry her. We must do something wonderfully wicked.
I shall marry whom I wish and when I wish, and no one can make me do something I don't want to do.
Sire, as your most loyal and trusted advisor, I must be frank with you.
Frank, is that your name? I thought your name was Advisor.
I must remind your Royal Highness that the princess comes of age in less than 1 day. And without a suitor, while I'm loath to say it,
Say it!
the possibilities are downright dreadful. The crown will go to the queen's own sister, Beulah. Beulah the dreadful, Beulah the wicked, Beulah the vile,
We get the picture.
Beulah the naughty, Beulah the repugnant, Beulah the pretty bad smell after a 1-1 basketball game. Truth be told, the people won't be very happy if a suitable suitor isn't found. And they'll be even less happy if we know who gets the throne. We've got to get married. We should all relocate to the Forbidden Forest.
They have you pegged.
That I'd like to see. They wouldn't last. The Forbidden Forest. Of course. Just as the Princess Rose said herself, I'd rather live in the forest than live alive. Come here, all of you, my little twisted family, and let me tell you a wonderfully awful idea.
All the eligible young men have fled for their life.
Taking their lives, kill all those nice boys. What shame, what horror.
Let them before you prince someone. Can't you give anyone to fall in love with her?
I'll try to have some sense in her, but it seems hopeless, doesn't it?
I'm happy with the idea of a forced marriage to someone she doesn't love. Princess Rose decided to run away to the Forbidden Forest. At the same time, Beulah's 3 trolls appeared in her bedroom. They were to kidnap her.
Aha! We have caught you with a surprise.
What is this? Who are you pretty little tyrants anyway? I demand to know what's going on.
We are the Red Owl Forest Trolls. We strike fear into the hearts of millions.
We terrorize unsuspecting children and small innocent creatures.
I'm not afraid of you.
You should be. We ate mercenaries.
Big deal. I've eaten with words. Look, I just sent 1,000 students running for their lives.
We saw it on our live feed in Beulah's hut. It was really something.
What do you want with me? I'm busy.
We are here to kidnap you,
And take you to the Forbidden Forest.
to prevent you from being married.
Thank you. And what do you expect to do with me once I'm there?
Eat you. Scrumptious.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Buster, if there's going to be any meal around here, that meal's going to be you.
Please don't hurt us.
We were made to come here.
Made to kidnap you.
Who sent you?
Beulah, the Witch of the Forbidden Forest.
Why?
If you don't marry a nice boy, you can't become queen.
Then Beulah becomes queen.
Let me get this straight, Hairball. You want to kidnap me, take me to the Forbidden Forest so no one can find me, so Beulah the witch can become queen? That's fantastic. It solves everything. Okay, boys, I'm here. Let's go.
Really?
Sure, I'm game. Have you boys thought about how you're going to get me out of this castle?
No.
So you're telling me you thought you could just waltz in a fortified castle, kidnap me, and walk right out with the princess under your hairy arms?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a plan. That's suicide. Look, I have an idea. See this rod?
So it seems that Rose got her wish. She found a way to escape from the castle without being seen and elude all the suitors.
We need to know. What?
We don't know how to read.
Or right.
Leave it to me. Dear King and Queen, we, the right ferocious forest trolls, have taken Princess Rose. By the time you are eaten, she will have been eaten by us. Bella is awfully happy. Okay, that should it. Let's go.
As the queen had promised, she came out to talk to the princess. But when she arrived, she saw the note saying that the princess had been kidnapped.
Kidnapped by Forest Trolls just when we had to get her married off. Darn it all.
The king quickly returned to the throne room to deliver the horrifying news.
She's gone.
Who? The narrator?
No, Boo, Princess Rose. Woo! She's been kidnapped.
Who'd want to kidnap her? You gotta be kidding me.
You realize, of course, that the princess is not found, then Beulah, the wicked witch of the Forbidden Forest, shall be your queen.
Okay, that works. No, it's not okay. That's my daughter you're talking about. She's not some monster that should be left alone in the Forbidden Forest with Forest Trolls. Who knows what they came to us? Is there anyone here to rescue the princess? Anyone?
Jonathan, realizing that this was his opportunity to save the princess, save the kingdom, and maybe get a new wife out of the deal, spoke up.
People of the realm, King Queen, I, Jonathan, hopeless shepherd, have do my best to save the princess. When I return to safe and sound, with your permission, I'd like to make her my wife.
You do? You will.
Pretty sure I'll try my best.
Thank you, number 1191.
I promise I won't let you down.
So Jonathan left the castle and went immediately to the Forbidden Forest where his 2 friends, Murray and Queso, waited.
Murray, oh, you're a magician. I have a question.
Wizard. Queso, how many times do I have to tell you? Wizard. David Copperfield, he's a magician. Houdini, magician. LeBron James and me, we're both wizards. Understand? No, it's your question.
If olive oil is made from olives and peanut oil is made from peanuts, then what's
much finer philosophical points.
What's taking him so long?
I don't know. Wooing is awfully touchy work, especially where the princess is concerned. Who goes there?
Is I, Jonathan.
Where's the princess?
She's not with me.
You mean to tell me you didn't do the woo? You didn't close the deal and get the girl?
Why,
Well, she's disappeared. Kidnapped. Would have done such a thing.
Beulah, just saying the name leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Beulah, yes. Oh well, too bad. The princess is lost and we appear to be off the hook. Jonathan is free to marry someone else and all's well that ends well. Now, where does a girl like me get a nice liverwurst on rye in these parts?
Queso. I had to find and rescue her. I looked into her eyes. You should see them. Red and fiery, like an angry volcano. And she's been kidnapped by a ghost race, but the pursuer captors until the day that I die.
Are you sure about this?
I sure know the sun rises in the north, sets somewhere over there.
Oh, here we go again. Another quest, this time for true love. Take it from me, my friend. It isn't worth it.
We must hurry. It must be me and my son. One day, or you know what the name cannot utter out without taking a bad taste from us gets the throne.
I like these talk, spoken like a true hero.
Huh?
Look around you. Look at all these nice people here. They expect you to get the girl. We all do.
Really? Wow.
We can't disappoint them, can we? Think of all the revenue we lose if word got out that we lost the girl, huh?
Let's be off. Let's stop failing because our current was a scrutinous taking place.
And if we fail, let there be blood on our hands.
Yeah, let's just see, huh? Whatever. Maybe I'll just wait here in case the princess happens to show up.
You'll come with us, or I'll turn you into a pile of bricks and build you into an outhouse.
Sold.
So Jonathan, Mary the Wizard, and Queso entered the Forbidden Forest in search of Princess Rose, a place where, once entered, there is no escape. Beulah, in the meantime, had been watching the entire thing with the aid of her magic mirror. Beulah, in the meantime, had been watching the entire thing with the aid of her magic mirror.
Not really. I just been chilling backstage and working on my tan.
It says you're supposed to be in the car.
Sorry, I needed a little me time.
Somewhere in an entirely different part of the forest. As I said, somewhere in an entirely different part of the forest. Hey, can someone bring a tree out here? Huh? Thank you.
So strong.
Does anybody know where we are?
Kansas?
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Which way to Beulah's hut?
I think it's that way.
No, I'm pretty sure it's that way.
Uh-oh. You think she's still alive?
Is she breathing?
She moved.
I guess she's alive then.
She was sworn.
Check her.
I don't want to check her, well, let you check her. I don't want to check her, let me you check her.
You two cowards are a disgrace to every troll in the forest. You stink.
I don't stink, Wooly stinks.
I don't think Lemmy stinks.
You know what? Maybe I do. Hey, it's not me, it's the princess.
My hammers. Why did you guys draw me so many
It
times?
was so heavy. Don't you guys think it was heavy?
Are you calling me fat?
Yeah.
Are you armed? I'm suspecting your squad is at the bottom of the evolutionary ladder.
Oh, weapons? No.
Are you?
Why, yes.
Who forgot to check the prisoner for a sword?
I had to go!
Right, boys. Now that we're at the castle, let's set this line out.
But we're supposed to take back the little witch.
And there are 3 of us. If we have to, we'll eat you alive.
And we'll eat you dead, too.
Oh, like that pescinator you ate the first scene? Don't make me laugh. How about a real challenge? Me against the 3 of you. To the death and beyond. For if you challenge me, I will not see my hand until I finish the job. For when I begin a contest, my emotions run wild, kind of like a storm on leash. your guys' fame.
Gosh, was really the time.
We really should be
Shoving off.
It's been a pleasure being spared by you.
See ya!
That was easy. No, at long last, freedom.
Mirror, show me the forest. Show me how my little trolls are doing.
Here the trolls feed, Wally, Norbert, and Lenny, and much mischief is like seen. They did not do their part to capture the Princess Rose, where she with the sword did appear, and makes the battle of long clear. And the trolls, frightened, did run off.
Those three stooges. Time to use the troll whistle.
Did you hear that? The whistle!
She knows.
We're in trouble now.
Mirror, where is the Princess Rose? There she is, that thorn in my side.
So this is the forbidden forest. It doesn't look that imposing to me. Why is it forbidden? So it's a bit mysterious. A tad imposing. But to forbid people from coming here? Ha! That's a laugh. Alright, I don't care who you are or what you're doing here, but you have not seen the likes of me before. I'm so round they call me the Royal Pain. Everyone in the whole valley of the realm fears me, so forbidden forest, you're going to have to come up with some pretty good stuff. Who are you? And you.
It is I, Jonathan.
Jonathan who?
As at the castle, I do the woo you.
You're the Princess Rose.
What, you expecting someone else?
I am Murray, Wizard at Large, and this is my companion Queso.
And I'm Eden.
Wait, you can't leave.
And why not?
Because we're here to rescue you.
From what?
We're being kidnapped.
Oh, yeah. Can I tell you a little secret? It was my idea. So, as soon as we got into the forest here, I started to rescue myself. So that's all.
Oh, the princess!
Princess, I'm glad you were being a full school that hurt you or anything.
Hurt me? Oh, I get it. Just because I'm a girl, you think I can't handle myself? Well, let me tell you something, Buster. I'm pretty good with a sword.
Sword!
Incoming! And as I was saying, I was already running away when those humans kidnapped me. So if you're all through gawking, put a sock in, would you?
Tell her how you feel.
Rose, Princess, I think I love you.
Love me? What have I ever done to you? Have I ever spit down wind of you? Taking your parking spot? Insulting Miller's cooking? Why would you love me? You don't even know me.
I look deep within your heart and love my solid. Although it's obscured by ugly negative aspects of your personality, and whole is pure good.
Spare me. Absolutely, baby.
Did you see that? She made my whole nervous system shudder.
But Rose, these woods are dangerous and evil.
Don't you know who I am? I'm not your typical friendly neighborhood Avon lady. I'm Princess Rose. I'm not afraid of anything.
Except maybe falling in love.
Failed? Failed? How could you have failed? I suppose if you want something done right, you're better off doing it yourself. I'm just diabolical enough to pull it off.
Yes, your wickedness.
I've got a mean streak a mile long and a mile wide.
Yes, your foulness.
I've got a heart of black coal.
Yes, your ugliness.
I'll take care of Princess Rose once and for all. I'll take the throne and rule the kingdom forever. I'll cast a sleep spell on Rose that would have her sleep for 1,001 years.
How wicked.
How evil.
Thank you, boys. Eye of newt and claw of frog, black as soot and hair of dog, frying pans and Gouda cheese. I can weave any spell I please. Into the dark and into the deep, I give you endless, dreamless sleep. Only true love's kiss can wake you from your sleeping bliss. Get up, you idiots! If you think I'm gonna kiss you, Get up before I turn you into sheep and shear you. Help me get dressed.
How long will she sleep for?
Until she receives true love's kiss.
Who's gonna kiss her?
No one.
She'll be sleeping.
Forever!
That's the point. With Princess Rose asleep, who gets to be queen?
Me?
No.
Prince Charles?
No.
Madonna?
I get to be queen. Fools.
Beulah, when you're queen, will you let us eat all the guards?
And let us go into the audience and pick who we want to roast over an open fire? 'Cause I want to roast that guy. He's not allowed to be called. Plus, he smells like cheese.
Of course. But all in good time, boys. All in good time.
So there was Rose, wandering about the forbidden forest, purposeless, directionless, not sure where she was going or where she had been, and frankly, not so gung-ho about the whole adventure.
Oh, what makes you startled me?
You don't appear to be the type to startle easily. Who might you be, my sweet?
Oh, I'm nobody. Just a typical person wandering through the ruined forest, dodging the occasional foe and meddling shepherd boy.
You know, I bet that makes for some hungry work.
Now that you mention it, I'm a bit peckish.
Sure you are, and I have just the thing. This gorgeous apple.
This apple sure does look delicious. But first rule of fairy tales is never take an apple from an old lady who just happens to be in the woods. Everyone knows that.
There, my little chickadee. This enchanted forest holds some terrible secrets, and people are not always what they seem. There are monsters and dwarves and elves and talking trees and all sorts of magical things. But there are some nice people here, too.
Like?
Me.
It sure does look delicious. So scrumptious to look at. No doubt it tastes good to boy.
Beulah not only put a sleeping spell upon the apple, but also made it irresistible to anyone who holds it.
No, princess! Don't eat the apple! Not you again! Your timing's terrible! Hey, that's my apple!
Number 1 rule of fairy tales: never eat apples. Wow, this is a good apple.
That was my apple.
Goodness, look, it doesn't taste all that.
He really isn't the brightest piece of company, ocean, is he?
Rats.
What? You were going to poison me? Kill me? Why?
Not kill you, just make you sleep until your true love's kiss wakes you from your sleep.
That would have been a long, long time. Thanks.
Just speaking truth to power.
Who are you?
I am you of the wicked, you of the vile, etc., etc., etc. I'm your aunt, dearie, the wicked witch of the forbidden forest.
My aunt. My aunt's the wicked witch of the forbidden forest.
Cool. With you asleep, I am next in line to become queen.
But don't you have to be married?
With my magical skill set, it wouldn't be difficult to snare some unsuspecting prospect.
I was already running away from the castle, so I went back to the queen.
I thought my trolls kidnapped you.
I let them. How else was I supposed to get out of the castle and eat that fish?
Please, you're Jonathan's true love. True love's kiss. You have to kiss him to wake him up. You two can get married.
Aren't you listening? I am not kissing that shepherd boy. What don't you understand?
Then he's asleep forever.
What do I care? Not my problem.
Does that mean we can eat him?
Yes.
No.
Nibble? Yes.
No.
How about a little line around his ankles?
Looks like I'll be queen after all.
You are an idiot.
What? Did she just call me?
An idiot. She called you an idiot.
What outrage?
Be queen. See if I care.
No.
Yes. Hold on a second. Is this some sort of trick? Some sort of reverse
get me started on health insurance. Let's not even go there. Attending all the formal functions, dresses, balls, the meetings and gowns and ceremonies.
Oh my!
Think, you're a virtual slave to everybody. Not to mention running the surrounding area of no unrestricted control. Hurtful? No offense. None taken. So if you really want to be queen, be my guest.
You had me at, you're an idiot.
I thought so.
What do we do with Jonathan?
He's so cute, lying there all vulnerable and delicious. Oh, look, I'm drooling again.
He is, in his own humble assistant sheepherder way, sort of cute, isn't he?
In his own humble way, he is.
You could do a lot worse, you know.
A lot worse.
Tons worse. What are you all saying?
I think what we're saying is Jonathan isn't after your status or your money. He loves you for you.
In spite of you and your personality.
You could do a lot worse. Hey, what are you doing?
Resuscitating him?
Oh, no, you don't. You're not going to eat him.
Why not?
Because we need him. Listen, I have an idea that just might solve all of our problems. It's an absolutely brilliant idea if I do say so myself.
Indeed, Beulah did have a plan, a brilliant plan. All it would take would be a little convincing.
Alakazam, Alakazimbo, from the dark and from the deep, wake up from your dreamless sleep.
What happened?
Yes, you were asleep for hours. We were also worried about you. Sire?
Yes, sire. We almost had to give you milk too. I'm Jonathan, assistant shepherd.
It seems that the king's fainting spell affected more than just his short-term memory, but perhaps his cognitive skills as well.
It is my humble opinion as a royal medical professional.
Since when?
Since now, you won't know that the king has suffered from acute memory loss, some cognitive dissociative discordance, some amnesia, and I strongly recommend a bath. Jonathan, do you remember me? I remember you. I remember that I love you. Do you remember we were to be married today? Really?
Really?
Remember something about you, me, and a sword or something?
Of course, a princess, Princess Rose, couldn't marry anyone less than a king, do you?
I suppose not. It's funny. I could have sworn I was just a shepherd.
The best thing for all of us to do is just get back to the castle. Your subjects will be anxiously awaiting your return.
Really? Me and you were going to be married?
See, you could have done a lot worse.
Jonathan and Rose were soon married, and it was true. Rose could have done a lot worse. Murray was once again a wizard in good standing. Queso became the court physician. Jonathan was king, and Rose was happy not to be queen. Once upon a time, there was a witch and a princess, and everybody, I am pleased to say, did live happily ever after.
Everybody except...
3 furry fuzzy trolls.
Nuh-uh. Everybody except one delicious...
Scrumptious.
Tender to the bone.
Narrator! Here comes the bell.